Hi people, Moinoe from Baghead again as always and as usual. As you can tell based on the header as always and as usual, I am going to cover another movie briefly. And the name of this movie is called Baghead. It's a movie, if I'm not mistaken, from either this year or last year. In any case, or otherwise. In any case, the movie's name is Baghead. Long story short, the movie is about a shopkeep or a bar owner that leaves a bar after his death to his daughter. And it turns out that in the cellar or the basement of the bar, there is an entity, kind of like an oracle, a necromantic oracle in the shape of a hag, so an old ugly woman, an old crone, that has the ability to bring back the dead, as in the dead are channeled through her, but like in a material manner, to the point where she temporarily changes or turns into, facially as well as overall, or at least facially, into the dead person that would want to be summoned by the querent or applicant. And how it works is that you need to give that crone an item or a trinket that belonged to the dead person, and so on and so forth. Again, the movie is a surprisingly good movie. So coming from me, when I say that a movie is surprisingly good, then yeah, the movie is good. I would give the movie like a 7.5. Movie's a good movie. A horror movie, obviously. Now, as for the, again, watch it for yourself. As for the merit of this movie, occult merit, not a lot to say other than the fact that something like that is possible, but at best in theory. In reality, it's highly improbable that any kind of necromantic channeling occurs this way. Within a realistic context, you can channel any entity, and that includes dead people. Obviously, dead people would, technically speaking, be one of the easiest compared to heavy spirits like angels and demons, the heaviest, angels obviously, and it just goes on. But it would happen in a realistic context. Obviously, if, for example, I would be open to doing something like that, or I would simply, it would fancy me, I would fancy the concept or prospect of doing so, then my face is not going to turn into whomever is personally or temporarily, temporarily occupying my physical body, and using my physical body as a temporary vessel for talking to a loved one on whose behalf I'm doing it, you name it. So yeah, no, the movie does exaggerate, to say the least, in that regard or aspect, but at the same time it still happens in a realistic way, enough to the point where it is enjoyable. So again, if someone like me says that the movie is still moderately enjoyable at least, then the average person will really get a kick out of it. Obviously, especially if they're a horror movie fan or lover. Before I go, you can wait until the end screen of this video and watch the trailer that will pop up there. And if the movie fancies you, then you can find a free streaming link in the description of this video. You can stream the movie there for free, or outright download it. It's all up to you. Bye bye.